What's up, YouTubers? So before we get started with this video, on ESPN's SportsCenter, the Washington football team has released Dwayne Haskins. So let's see what they have to say about that.
We have breaking news here on SportsCenter coming out of Washington, where the Washington football team is releasing quarterback Dwayne Haskins after a series of on-field and off-field issues. That, according to what sources are telling ESPN. Former first-round
Absolutely ridiculous.
pick, actually selected 15th overall in the 2019 draft. He was benched in the fourth quarter of Sunday's loss at home to the Panthers. And Ron Rivera saying earlier today that Taylor Heinicke would start next week if regular starter Alex Smith is not healthy. So Dwayne Haskins demoted on the depth chart, seemingly at the behest of Ron Rivera. And now news coming out of Washington that Dwayne Haskins will be released.
Yeah, so this is absolutely ridiculous. I had high hopes for Dwayne Haskins coming out of Ohio State. This is just absolutely terrible that he let himself get cut from the football team. It's not even 2 years, a full 2 years into his NFL career. So let's take a quick look at Dwayne Haskins' career up to this point. So he played in 16 games. He started 13 games. He threw the rock 444 times, completed 267 of those passes, with a completion percentage of 60.1%. He threw 12 touchdowns and threw 14 interceptions. So again, this is very disappointing about Dwayne Haskins being cut from the Washington football team. So let's continue.
Let's bring back Jeff Saturday for more on this. And Jeff, you see this sort of dizzying spiral here of a guy who was selected 15th overall in 2019, given an opportunity on the field. There were some off-field issues as well recently, and now this move. What's your reaction to how quickly this has come together?
Yeah, Ron Rivera's not messing around, man. I mean, listen, when you talk about performance on the field, that's one issue. When you talk about distractions off the field, and then you pair that with the type of performance he put on Sunday, Ron Rivera's just look. He's going to move on, and you know he's kind of got that old school mentality, man. He is a players first coach. Call him players coaches. I understand that, but man, when he doesn't feel like a guy is bought in, he is not afraid to make a move and make a change. And it's disappointing. I know where his mind was, thinking that they could build in and kind of play under Alex Smith. But I'm assuming all of this truly stems from the distractions in the locker room. We know about the COVID issues and what happened last week and not wearing a mask. Those kinds of things from the guy who you expect to ultimately run your franchise just become too large of a burden for a team like the Washington football team to carry. And he's seen what Chase Young, right? Think about Chase Young on the other side of the ball. I think they just put a C on his chest, right? They just made this guy a captain this late in the season. So it's kind of a tale of two different, rookies, right? A rookie this year and a rookie last year are two high picks. One's a captain and gets stripped of it. One's a captain made late. It just shows you the difference. And Ron Rivera just decided it was time to move on.
And two guys who go back to
Yeah, so again, it's absolutely ridiculous that, Dwayne Haskins had this opportunity. There are millions and millions of people out there, football players out there, that would kill to have the opportunity that he had, and he ruined it. Not necessarily on the field because he was playing bad, but to be so bad, to be into so much trash off the field that they cut you, not even into a full second year of your contract, that's absolutely terrible. I mean, he's going to be kicking himself in 10, 15, 20 years when he could have made all this money in the NFL, even though he has money, but who knows how long it'll last, that he did not take advantage of an opportunity to be an NFL quarterback and just, having, lifetime generational money for his family. And just the fact, his pride in himself to be playing and go hard and be the best football player that you can be on and off the field, that's just ridiculous, and it's a true waste. I think he'll get picked up by somebody, but it is a true waste. And Chase Young deserves that captain badge on his jersey because Chase Young has been a beast. That man is a beast. So, I don't know. Let's continue.
Ohio State together, right? And Chase Young and Dwayne Haskins. And that C that's on Chase Young's chest comes off of the jersey of Dwayne Haskins. We're rolling this video here from this season.
Right.
From this season of Dwayne Haskins with that captaincy, and that was stripped, and now seemingly on his way out of Washington after this news that he's going to be released. I want to ask you about distractions off the field for Haskins, not from Haskins, but for him. Given the locker rooms you've been around, when you see a guy who's drafted to his hometown, I mean, this is where he played his high school ball before going to Ohio State. How difficult can that be for someone that young with that much responsibility, but also with that much going on around him in an area that he knows so well?
No, I don't want to hear anything about, oh, it's his environment. He was born there and all this other trash. That doesn't mean anything. If anything, there should be people there that know enough about him that to keep him in line, keep him in check. He's responsible for his own actions, but there should be a lot of people around him that want to see him succeed. I know there's leeches and gold diggers and all the other type of trash you can get into, but still, I don't want to hear anything about, oh, it's where he was born, so he knows so many people and, yada, yada, yada. He's having a lot of fun. That's no excuse to have this type of, opportunity in life and you throw it away because of you doing a lot of off the field trash that get you caught up and get you cut from a team. Let's see with all the people that you was hanging around with while he was playing with the Washington football team, if they're going to be around in another year or two if he doesn't get picked up. We're going to see, and he's going to be kicking himself. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's professional football for a reason, right, Randy? Like you have to learn to build, have insulators, right, where you can't be gotten to unless it's on your terms and in a best case scenarios. I mean, listen, I can remember Peyton Manning, and he didn't leave Indy, right? I mean, he stayed tight knit. He could have easily went back to Tennessee or Louisiana, New Orleans, you name it, right? He could have went anywhere. But what did he decide to do? He decided to build relationship with his teammates. Aaron Rodgers is no different in Green Bay. I mean, these guys understand what team development truly looks like. There can't be a lot of outside voices, Randy, and it's disappointing when you see a young kid make these type of mistakes because he was given opportunities and then given more opportunities. And so I'm hoping that he learns from this. If somebody else gives him an opportunity or a chance, that he learns, listen, there's some